This is a story of sunshine that starts on a foggy November morning at London Airport. But first, there are flowers for a queen, and a foretaste of the sunny West African welcome that will greet Her Majesty and the Duke of Edinburgh in a few flying hours from now. For months, nearly 12 million people who have never seen the Queen, many of them her subjects, have been conjuring up their own colorful way of turning this 10,000-mile journey into an unforgettable memory. It's cold here, in the sudden swirls of mist that have come to wave their goodbyes along with the rest of us. It's cold, yet there's a thrill of excitement in the air. For this is a chapter of history beginning to unfold. And now, in the giant jet airliner standing ready, the crew is all set for a non-stop flight to the equator, to Ghana, and a string of tropical lands.
London Tower, jet Speedbird 7021. Request startup clearance, please.
Speedbird 7021, I have your clearance. Speedbird 7021 is clear to Accra. To cross Epsom above 2, Dunsfold at 4, climb when instructed by radar to maintain 300.
Roger, Speedbird 7021 is ready to taxi.
7021, leave to the south for runway 28 left. Check before crossing 23 left. Speedbird 7021 is clear for takeoff. 7021 is rolling.
Ghana. And just for the moment, in the remote villages, the copra and the banana crop is forgotten. The palm oil can wait for a while, because some are prepared to hike 200 or 300 miles to Accra, the capital city built up among the coconut palms and ancient castles of this famous coast, where even the students of the new university are ready to put away their books for a time. Because the black star of Ghana is flying for a queen. A queen that Ghana recognizes as head of the Commonwealth. The whole country has gone to town and decked itself out for the royal visitor who's on her way. The market mammies have sold 500,000 trinkets and dress lengths of cotton printed to commemorate the day. An extra special manicure, a new hairstyle for a unique occasion, and a cavalry turnout fit for a glittering queen. Sleek and shiny, for the royal one is coming. Make ready, make everything ready. Come quickly to see the royal one. The royal one is coming from the sky. This is the message that they're beating out on the talking drums. There are over 6 million people in Ghana, and they're pouring into Accra by the busload. The markets are transforming themselves into jam-packed car parks, camping sites, jazz clubs, and open-air waiting rooms. They've only got one idea on their minds: to welcome their royal guests. Half a million people intend to pack themselves into the swelter of Accra Airport. Paramount chiefs with their rich cluster of attendants, and lone tribesmen who have made a 5-day trek. Rich kente cloth, the golden emblems. Here is a gathering that could only be assembled for a queen. And there, the president of Ghana, Dr. Nkrumah, waits with his wife to greet his royal guests. Just for today, the chickens rule the roost in the deserted villages. The whole people have turned themselves into an escort for the Queen as she drives to the historic 16th century stronghold, which is now to be her royal residence. Christiansborg Castle, built by the Swedes, captured by the Danes and sold to the British, is now Ghana's government house. And there's welcome all around. Her Majesty come today and transforms everything into a garland of sublime happiness, they say. And they speak the truth. For today is the great day of brocaded umbrellas. The durbar of the chiefs who come with their jesters, their scimitar bearers, their pages, and those attendants who are called their souls. Here the Ashanti leaders mingle with the Fantis to pay their deep respects. Never has a queen been closer to the people who have come at the call of the talking drums. This is history, with the historic and traditional welcome of white handkerchiefs. Never has a sovereign lady walked so freely in such a pressing throng. It is the same at the Mammy's Market, shoulder to shoulder with milling crowds. And while the market women put on a right royal show, the men roll out the little boats that for ages have carted rich Ghana merchandise out to the big ships that still have to anchor offshore on this harborless coast. Today it's a regatta. Races out over the breakers. And soon that's all that this surf boating will mean. Because a few miles away, at Tima, they've built a 500-acre deep-sea harbor that will make these surf boats economically obsolete. Nobody who sees the surf boats race can believe that they'll ever be out of date as a sporting contest and spectacle. For this is a display that might have been specially designed as a special delight for a queen. But in Ghana, inevitably, progress and traditional things can sometimes clash. The pastoral countryside at Akosombo, now the site for the Volta River Dam and the projected £70 million hydroelectric works. There's enough electric power to be tapped in this valley to supply both Ghana and large slices of neighboring territories. The races. It might almost be Ascot. And all the English present are asking the question that everything on this racecourse makes one ask. Just how alike can different people get? But these Ghana jockeys are mounting now for a race they've never raced in before. The Queen Elizabeth Gold Cup, a new classic for this part of the sporting world. And here's the moment that a happy owner is too keyed up to remember in any detail, but far too proud ever to forget. A gay occasion, calling for those irresistible drums that summon you to happiness. High life. The West African recipe for an enchanting evening. The gay finale to 11 days of royal happiness. The Royal Yacht Britannia now sails on its state visit to Liberia, Africa's oldest republic, established over a century ago with slaves who had been set free. President Tubman and his wife wait to take their royal guests on a whirlwind 13-hour tour of the little country which first attempted to found its economy on its ability to grow an almost endless number of plantations of rubber trees. There's a Yankee flavor in the greetings that Liberia organized, right up to the time when the drums call the unmistakable West African tune that sets the people dancing their welcome out in the street. Her Majesty invited the President on a state visit to London next summer before driving off to the devil-dancing acrobats that have come to present their own original entertainment for a queen.